Speaking of gaming, I was taking some notes from your VR boxing.
Oh shit!
I have a couple things that might help. Some ideas.
All right. I've been watching your tutorials, by the way.
Oh, good. So that should help. That should help. Cardio first thing. Obviously, you gotta maybe get some more nasal breaths. You were heavily mouth breathing, which is fine. It's part of fighting. You get tired.
Okay.
You can't fight with the shirt on. That'll fuck you up. First, second of all.
Yeah. You're right.
You have a nice right hand, but you got to mix it up. You can't throw 7 in a row.
At some point, it's gonna hit. You know what I mean?
But I think if you mix it up, maybe you threw a couple jabs in there. I did like that, but maybe double up the jab, then that right hand. That right hand was nasty. It had power and speed. I'm serious. It was beautiful right hand, power and speed. But you got to, maybe level change, hit him with a jab up high, maybe a jab to the body, and then come over the top with that right hand. I thought overall, though, your performance was pretty good on the videos that my little brother and I were just watching. When you do switch southpaw, maybe work on your left hand a little bit. But other than that, I thought you looked good.
Whoa! Hey, people are saying, more specifically, my opponents in the Oculus, with their reactions to my punches. Left hand's got lightning too, pal. It's not.
It looks fast. You just didn't throw it enough. I think when I just saw right hand over right hand over right hand. Left every once in a while, but I actually have never done that, and I looked very entertaining. It looked like a good workout.
Okay, so Suga Sean O'Malley joining us today every Friday in the house is Darius Butler. He was in the NFL 9 years. He was a teammate of mine. He just got the Oculus 2 days ago or last night. He was boxing last night. Now he's knocked out nobody, I was told, but he looks really good. It's real.
Like
that, no, not yet. You haven't knocked anybody out yet, but it's real in there. He's in much better shape than I, but it's like a great workout for you. Obviously, you don't need it, but it's awesome in there.
Yeah, it's some good cardio, man. I was throwing, I was working on my jabs. I wasn't just throwing haymakers in there, but you figured out the little glitches on the game to get knocks out. I figured it out.
No, there's no glitches. There's no
glitches.
It is a real thing.
Did he figured out a little cheat code?
Yeah, he got something.
Hey,
he knows what he's doing.
When you train there, okay, because I train in the Oculus, I'm fighting guys from the Philippines, I'm fighting guys from Mexico, these guys.
The toughest.
And by the way, it's hard to make them bleed. They're robots. You know what I mean? It's tough. But I do that whole thing. Do you just understand that you have a good jaw, or your skin or your body can take good hits?
I don't get hit.
Okay. All right, that's good.
I think the biggest thing.
Who's that?
Sorry,
is that Dana White?
Called.
Oh, your mom. Okay, I thought it was Dana.
The biggest thing for me, even since I started when I was 16, is like I didn't like getting hit. That was always like the number one thing for me was how can I hit this dude and not get hit? And it's just I've created a style around that. Thankfully for me, I'm long, lengthy. So pretty much everyone I fight, I can stay at the end of my jab, at the end of my distance, and obviously I've been hit. You get hit. I do have a pretty good job from not getting hit so much. But the goal is to not get hit. If I can go into this next fight and not get hit once, that's the goal, and that's in my mind realistic. That's how I plan on going. I don't think, that last fight.
What is the bantamweight?
Got hit twice, maybe.
Hey, what is the bantamweight? Because you seem to be very tall, right? In the bantamweight,
yeah.
And that's like, is that?
It's 136 or 135 pounds with a pound allowance. Right now I'm 155 pounds, so that's pretty average for most fighters. Cutting 20 pounds, walking around 20 pounds. Once I get up to 160, 162, I'll probably move up a weight class. But for now. Bantamweight division. It's not easy. It's not fun to make the weight class. It sucks every time. But it's just how the rules are, or not rules. It's just how the athletes compete right now is by cutting that much weight.
Were you a wrestler growing up? That's what you just been spitting in the buckets and doing the bathtub since you were in high school? No. How'd you get into this? Jiu-jitsu, fighting, street fighing? I
hated jiu-jitsu and wrestling. I got in just kickboxing. Just my buddy asked if I wanted to go check out a fighting gym. And basically it was back in Helena, Montana. There's no legit coaches. There's no high-level coaches there. It was basically, sparring every class. Hit mitts a little bit and then spar. And I was just naturally, pretty good at it and knocking people out when I was 16. And I thought, that's probably where I got a lot of confidence from was dropping people out at such an early age. I've been knocking people out for 10 years now. So I'm almost too confident sometimes.
Go ahead, Darius.
Hey, going into a fight, I know going into games for me, music was important. I was a chill guy, slow jam type guy actually before games. What type of music do you listen to going into a fight, and where does that get your mindset?
Yeah, that's a really good question. But once we get to the arena, I'd say about, if we're there for an hour early, I'll throw on some Jack Johnson, something slower, something mellow, something chill, just kind of breathing, getting into my breath. And then I'd say about 20 minutes before, we'll switch it up to some DMX.
Okay.
So just, we'll get gangster for a little bit.
Okay.
That's how I like to feel
get that
going
heart
into a
rate
fight.
going.
I like to, I feel we're going into into war. So no, the first half, chilling, getting into my breath. And then the second half, I'm still feeling my breath. That's the constant, is just constantly nasal breathing, feeling the breath into my air. And but yeah, it's 20 minutes. We'll flip a switch, throw on some gangster music, and feel good.
Must be nice to be able to breathe through your nose, Sean. All right, I don't know if you didn't ride a bike into the side of a truck as a child. That kind of ruined my entire hopes and dreams.